Cool. So I'm recording. We can just kind of casually go about our business here. So, just before the band started, I was playing solo, just around Oshawa, where we grew up. And I went to a Valley Village with Paul, who's the bass player in Cuff the Duke. We used to go all the time. And we'd find like old Western shirts. We used to go to Valley Village and we'd walk out of there with like at least 2 awesome Western shirts and cool t-shirts, and it would be like $15. One day I'm just sifting through and there's this black t-shirt with gray fuzzy iron-on letters, and it just said Cuff the Duke on it. That's fantastic. So it became like my go-to t-shirt. So people kind of would refer to me as Cuff the Duke, and there would be times where, like, I remember we'd get drunk at a bar in Oshawa called the Different Drum, and it was this old house. We'd be upstairs, and people would just start chanting Cuff the Duke. So anyway, so when we started the band and the band got rolling, it seemed like the most logical name, Cuff the Duke. We just thought it sounded cool, you know, this random t-shirt. Now fast forward a couple years, but we were on tour in the States. I think it was Kentucky, or Louisville, Kentucky, I think. You know, like we had no following down there, so we just played the show, you know, maybe 20 people there. And there was an old guy sitting at the bar, and he just, hey, come on over here. Yeah, what's up? He's like, where'd you get that band name? I'm like, oh, I got this t-shirt at a secondhand stock. T-shirt? Just interrupts me. I'm like, yeah, he's like, who would put that on a t-shirt? And he's like, wow, you know, back in my day, when I was a young lad. I don't think he said young lad, but he said something to the like of like, when I was a young guy, that's what me and my friends used to call, and then he just started shaking his wrist. It was like everything was flashing in front of me. Like, he's like, yeah, that's what we called it. So now I'm like standing there spiraling. We're just getting going. People are just starting to hear about us, and that's potentially what the band name means. But it felt like I was in like a weird Seinfeld episode or something. I was like, I don't want to wade into these waters. Let's just move on and pretend it didn't happen. But anyway, I still have the t-shirt. It doesn't fit anymore, sadly.